Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me on Berets, and today was Japan's update day. A few days ago you globalers got yours. Now it's time to look at what is new for JP, and JP has a new banner and the second part of the anniversary banner. Actually, overall, a pretty nice little update, to be totally honest. And here you can see a couple of the new things, a couple of new vision cards, including a brand new summon, and an exciting one at that, because Fenrir was a particularly pretty good summon in Brave Exvius's days. And now it's time for it to join the WOTV side, so let's take a look at it. But you'll notice that there are two cards, and if I can find out where my game is, there it is. Hold on a sec. So many things to click through. We'll take a look at these cards. So first of all, Fenrir's card. Obviously, the bonus always is that you get the summon. That's the big thing, right? And summons are really good. Fenrir, in this case, is a slash-based summon. But the interesting part of his kit is that he has Esper Killer on him. Given that the Ifrit raid was a thing and we'll probably see a lot more summon fights in the future, Fenrir's value seems pretty darn good. I mean, it's just essentially a really good summon to have. I mean, his summon attack is a pretty good summon. I think we're starting to get more into a little bit more powerful. As you can see, the range on the attack's pretty nice. Ice, large damage, with a chance to paralyze the enemy. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. The card itself is also particularly really good. First of all, an increase to HP, so an alternate to Golem's card, which sure, why not? The more alternatives to cards, the better. And really, the big thing is magic damage down to a specific, well, a increased party magic attack. So what that means is that if it's a big, hit multiple people kind of attack, the unit who has this card on them is going to take less. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of different places where this could be used. Particularly, like, the thing that I think of because of recent Japan things is fighting Ifrit. Ifrit had a good amount of AoE attacks that he would use regularly. Not so many different types, but just he would use them a lot is what I'm getting at. And so this could potentially protect you from that. And obviously, I think this Esper is a little bit geared towards Stern or a lot of different slash type units. But overall, I still think it's a pretty darn good Esper to get your hands on. Now, the second card is going to be easier to get for anybody who wants it. It is a MR or SSR, depending on whether you're global or Japan. And first of all, the art is pretty darn adorable, seeing Cryo and I know her name is Crylefoot, but I will always call it just Cryo. And Oldor on there. Little ferret too. I like the artwork that we get on our vision cards. They're pretty nice. But what you're getting is maximum HP up for the party again. Or wait, no, sorry. That's individual. So this card is potentially pretty nice in combination if you were building a mass HP unit. You can get the party effect from something like the Golem card, and then this gives the individual effect. The party effect is wind damage up, which, if I remember correctly, it's also on the Tetraselfeed one, which was just a particularly better card because it comes with Tetraselfeed, who's good for gunners. But either way, more options for people out there who didn't get the same thing, so it seems like a pretty nice little card. Now we'll take a look at some of the other banners. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. We'll take a look at the shop. But there's a couple other things. First of all, there is this daily pay 2,000 free lapis and get a bonus thing. Every single day it's something different, and I have to tell you that overall my opinion of all of these, not free, not worth going for. The final day, I think either day 6 or 7, will come with a guaranteed Rainbow Rock off a multi-pull. That's pretty worth 2,000 Lapis plus the 10 bonus units. The other steps, I mean, there's a variety of things from like increasing your card items to all that kind of stuff, but I just really don't think it is worth it. Guaranteed for paid Lapis, 1 vision card. Pretty low value in terms of what we got last week for the anniversary. So if you're going to spend Lapis, you were probably going to spend it there. The Christmas Ramada banner is back along with a whole bunch of limited times. This probably won't be relevant to global at all, but hey, that's for anybody on the Japan side who's been looking for an possibility to max her out. There you go. And of course, Bling Stern's banner is still here for another 10 days. Incidentally, the same 10 days that all of these will be. There's basically when you'll see the next character banner, 9 days before we'll get it. Or the 9 days later. Anyway, also talking about it, there's a particularly nice banner right here. The Ziza combo with Kryl banner. Kryl, who is just, as far as I'm concerned, the best mage in the game. This banner is not particularly anything remarkable. As a matter of fact, it's just your standard banner with a couple of upgrades, and it's got a half anniversary tag on it. Aw, isn't that nice of them? They went the extra mile. No guarantees or anything. But what it does mean is that the character shards can appear in the shop again, which is the really good news here. You'll have a chance of getting both Ziza as well as Kryl shards, but there'll be a fair amount of competition in the shop, in the Whimsy shops, considering there are just a ton of active banners right now. But the good news in all of this is that the shards are appearing, so you can potentially get somewhere with your characters. Other than that, the half anniversary part 2 shop, I should say, has a couple of shard selectors for 2k paid Lapis. Doesn't include the newest characters. Either way, I think everything in this is pretty forgettable. Whether it's the free Lapis or the paid Lapis, everything in this shop basically looks pretty just an unbelievably easy pass. And that takes us into what is new for what you get to fight. Well, there was a story update, Chapter 9. Chapter 9 Part 1, pretty quick to clear. There were some indication of some new characters, as well as some new developments, but of course, no spoilers, so don't worry about that. And besides the event point, now people have something else to torture themselves over. First of all, an Ifrit challenge battle. Ifrit comes both in flavors of level 60 and level 80. He is pretty damn tough at the level 80, which is kind of to be expected at this point. Challenges will yield various rewards. Of course, Rainbow Rock for doing everything at once. The most difficult challenge is this one, kill 3 enemies at once, which, yeah, that's difficult. That's a difficult thing to do. Should be noted also for doing this fight, Ifrit really loves to AoE your party. So I got over 12 stamina, so let's just run the 61 because I haven't done the 80 yet. And that's good enough reason to not do it on a video, right? But yeah, Ifrit really loves to hit AoE, so you're going to want to spread your units out. There are also a bunch of little smaller enemies that are quite a big pain in the butt, so you're going to want to be taking care of them probably, and we'll just see kind of how well my party does here. The other thing that's really the dirtiest trick on this entire map is the fact that when you do enough damage to Ifrit, a time mage is going to show up and is going to basically start acting as support for Ifrit. This is the real, like, unbelievably aggravating thing, because Ifrit can, like, as you can see, characters are very bunched together at the start of this, you're probably going to want to send your tank over and just let everyone else kind of deal with the smaller enemies while your tank provokes Ifrit as much as you can. And then you're going to kind of want to have a unit in position to go after the Time Mage as quickly as possible. The Time Mage, the really bad thing about fighting the Time Mage here is that he basically appears and immediately starts casting Quicken, which just gives Ifrit a turn. You're going to see it here because this isn't the more specialized party I've made to deal with Ifrit. What I was finding here is that this was happening, and then Ifrit gets another turn, and potentially he could just walk forward and AoE you if you're kind of unlucky. And yeah, you can potentially be pretty unlucky. As you can see, setting up a auto here, the AI really loves the group together. But we're going to get through this by the looks of it. Ifrit dodged it. Good job, Ifrit. Here comes that AoE attack. There's the damage you can see at level 60. Pretty could have probably killed Ayaka at level 80, but she survives at level 60. So 60 is a pretty easy enough farm, and I'm sure that 80 will be much more difficult to set up properly. Definitely more difficult to auto. This might be just one of those things that you don't auto so much. And of course there are some rewards for it. We'll show that off in just a second once this is wrapped up. Hey, nice. Excellent. Couldn't have asked for a better time for it to show. Recipe drop rate too high? No, you're quite wrong, viewer. It's never high enough. So this is the reward for doing the Ifrit stage. Is a brand new greatsword weapon. So let's just get that in here. Have it on descending. Perfect. There it is. The Rune Blade is a particularly nice piece of equipment. As you can see, it takes not too bad of resources. I think it actually shares some of the ones with the Thunder Greatsword. So if you don't have Orlando, good news, you don't really necessarily even need Orlando. Thought I could make +1. Did I just miss it? Yeah, I did. I'm pretty darn blind. I'll do that later. But let's see if we got a example of what its stats look like. So here is Assault. As you can see, 202 max attack for it. A very small amount of HP. A little bit of aim, some critical, as well as almost no magic. So this sword is particularly pretty good for just your physical attacker. Rain people, unfortunately not. This is the critical version. As you can see, a little more HP, a little more aim, a lot more critical, and a little bit less lower attack, a little higher magic. But overall, critical is probably the way I think I would want to go with this weapon. I haven't seen necessarily all types, and it hasn't been posted yet. But overall, nice, great sword to farm up during this event from Ifrit. Going to be a good option for people who maybe don't have the best first or golden sword, like me. Also, it has slash resistance as its bonus effect. Kind of interesting. Maybe just a little bit of protection for your damage dealers if they're a little bit breakable. But to end the video, we're going to do one pull for Fenrir because this week we are getting about 5,000 free Lapis from the half anniversary logins. I think that's worth a chance to try and pull him. And as you can see, we are joined by Wedge. Wedge is just going to be the best, and he is just going to give us a little bit of help with this pull. So Wedge, as you know, thankfully just using free Lapis. Give it a boop, and let's give it a shot, shall we? Hit the mouse. Where's your face? Oh, the pink boop. Well, it's a gold book. That's a good sign. Maybe Wedge's luck is just really that good. And it's a vision card, too. Holy cow. I've traditionally found this game to be considerably easy to play. What we got? All right, we got a yellow. All right, Shadow Lynx. That's a pretty good unit to get your hands on, I have heard. Nothing much there. That's fine. Oh well, rip the chances of double rainbow. But you know what? Single rainbow is, hey, there we go. All right, one of the new ones. Nice. All right, Wedge, you get to do the honors. Boop it. Ah, darn it. I've traditionally always found this game to be impossibly difficult to get what you want. Worth the sweat. But yeah, getting the yes, thank you for all the pop-ups. Getting the new one of the new vision cards is nothing to feel too bad about, as MRs usually get away from me, and just getting another Shiva might even be enough to get Shiva. Oh. No, but someday. Either way, not disappointed about that at all. Obviously, a lot of the time you can get nothing. I'll take that. I'll take that. Anyway, so yeah, let me know. Are you excited for Fenrir? Personally, I'm not too busted up about ever getting or not getting a vision card, because really, there's plenty of chances for it to troll me later, and I am not, definitely not feeling like I'm hurting on the summon category. Flex! Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.